can add new life back into our wardrobe by turning our fashion faux pas into a fun fixer-mixer. Terry Standish is the fashion doctor from iforfashionct.com. She joins us with tips for hosting your own clothing swap. Very exciting concept. I can't wait to learn all about it. Now, you're going to offer tips for a successful clothing swap if you want to host your own.
Correct. It's important to be prepared and plan for what it is that you're going to be doing. So there's a few tips that I have to help us to go ahead and do that.
Your first tip is to choose a themed collection that night, so it's not such a broad concept of what to bring.
Correct. Right here I had brought things that are all black and white and also shiny. And every woman has black, white, and shiny things that they may no longer need or want to switch out.
And a lot of times shiny, you'll have that for a special event and you wear it once and then you never wear it again. So you might want something new that's shiny or black and white.
Right.
Change it up.
Yep, or you could do just accessories or handbags. That way there is no size that is needed for the women that are coming. So it's one size fits all. So I always suggest tops and dresses and sweaters rather than bottoms, because it's a little bit more streamlined to specifically who's would be coming.
Yes, you could just have a costume jewelry party with all your statement pieces and have everyone swap those. So
yes, perfect.
Great idea.
Yes.
So that's the first tip. The second tip is to set your rules of expectation so that no one comes surprised by what you were expecting.
Right, exactly. How many pieces are you actually going to be accepting? And how do you want those pieces brought in? Is it folded? Is it hung up? Is it a certain season? You know, being really specific about the care of it. Has it been washed? Checked for stains? You will have to go through it when the people come, but you want to have them already prepared to have already thought about that and not be offended that you're not taking something. But those things can always go in a free table that, you know, it's an extra thing.
Yes,
they're not perfect, but if somebody, you know, would like it, they can go ahead and take it.
But make sure you lay out those expectations. Invites. Who should you invite?
Invites. You want to invite lots of women, and think of the women that you know who love fashion, who love to shop, because they're going to have more things to choose from.
Right.
So you want to include them, and most likely be really excited about the idea of doing this.
So any women, you could do it on social media, but make sure that you do make a list of people you're going to invite and over-invite.
Yes, and you want to do RSVPs to make sure that you know how many people are coming, because you want to have enough women and stuff to be able to do the actual swapping.
Exactly, and you also need to make a list of all your supplies, because you need to make sure that you have the tables and the clothing racks or whatever you may need.
Yes, and you can pull from things that you already have at home, so it doesn't have to be that you have to go out and buy a rolling rack. If you don't have one, you can also ask somebody else who may have one.
Right, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So you could ask someone to bring one, but you need to know what you need to display all these items.
Right.
And then you need to know your setup, and you need to be organized.
You need to be organized, and they also have to understand how the clothing swap is going to work. So I actually use tickets when I do the clothing swaps. So each person gets a ticket, and so you want to have those things ready. You want to have a shopping area, and you want to have a checkout area, and snacks and beverages, of course, because we want to shop and be able to mingle and have fun and have it be social.
It's a fun night out.
Yes,
exactly. So the tickets is that everyone gets a ticket for every item that they bring?
Yes, or it could be based on dollar amount. I find that a little bit more confusing and a lot more work to do that. So if you bring in a shirt, you can, you know, exchange it for a pocketbook or something else. We all have things we no longer want anyway, so coming away with something you really love is perfect.
And it's new to you, which is the best part about it. Love these tips, and all of these tips will be on our website, so get ready to host your own clothing swap.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nice to have you, Terry. It's great to have you. Get ready.